What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here. Big shout outs to Dan, Almighty, Migro B, Nathan, Amaro, and Ionoka. I appreciate the support and following the channel. And today, I was able to recover my Brave Valley footage enough to where I could show you one of the runs that I had in our latest Brave Valley venture. Now, Brave Valley, if you guys haven't done before, there's a series of defense, and I'll talk about this as we go here, but I'm showing, let me just explain to you what I'm doing right now. I was assigned Row C, and this is to see who can get into the top 32. So this was the first match I think we were going up against, and it was my job to take Row C out. So that's what I set forth in doing. Now, as that's playing, I'm going to go over some of the things as far as the battle items that you can use for attacking purposes. So one, you have troop weakness. That reduces the enemy troop damage. Then you have troop mobilize. That increases your damage. Now both of those, they have not specified, and in fact I think it says a certain percent. Then you have what we call as detour. That allows you to skip a stronghold and go to the next one. Then you have fight to the death. That increases your damage by 100%, but you die. All troops die at the end of the battle. Then you have ice. That is the enemy can't move for 10 seconds. That takes place as soon as the battle starts. And then you have flame, which 2% of the enemy troops die every second for 10 seconds. So they got a few little battle buffs that you can use each time you fight. You can see as soon as I hit attack, it gives me the option to use those. Now, unfortunately, you have to be wise when you choose those. And not every alliance is gonna set up the same. So as you see, you start at the at one end and you work your way up, and as you're working your way up through each one of these strongholds, you have a slightly larger stronghold, and then you have a couple little ones in an even bigger stronghold, and then at the end you have the biggest stronghold. So one would assume that players are going, or alliances are going to put their players in that order. That's not necessarily the case. So your very first hit on the first stronghold could be their biggest guy. Now, there was a lot that went into planning, and our defense was planned accordingly. I won't really get into the specifics because I don't want anybody using the, next time Brave Valley comes around, I'm sure somebody is gonna see this video and somebody's gonna say, hey, I remember what OG in the LOC boys and girls did. So I'm not going to share everything with you guys, but I wanted to share my run in clearing a whole row. Now, at the end of this little run, we'll talk about the decision that I made, and could I have gone further? That's the big question. Now, on the defensive side, you can go ahead and also use battle items there as well. 4 to be exact on the defensive side. Stronghold mobilize, the same thing, increases damage. Stronghold weakness, that it reduces the enemy troop damage. And then you have the swamp, which is 20% of the enemy dies immediately, and then rebound deals 100% of damage to themselves when they attack you for 10 seconds. Big one, rebound. Now, right here, I come out, we'll let it play through just a little more with a victory. But I had no front row after this. No front row at all. And I debate it in chat. And I cut that out. But we debate it. What do we do? Should I go ahead and just use fight to the death? Because I was thinking it was going to be one of their bigger players. Do I do it? Do I do fight to the death? I don't know. Taking another look, I really don't have any front row at all. It's all up to my angels, and it's all up to the little bit of archers that I had. Do you fight to the death, or do I risk it and try to hit them and go for it? You know, go for it. What should I do? And, you know, chat debated this. I basically just put it out there. I was torn, honestly. I was thinking, you know, it's going to be a big player. I got to go with it, right? I got to go with the only item that I had left, and that was fight to the death. And as you'll see, I do go with fight to the death, and this is how it plays out. I'm glad I used it, because I think if I did not, I don't know though. I probably would have failed. But I'm going to go through and show you all of the reports also from the first stronghold all the way to that last one. And you can see how I fared out. I'm going to go through them, you know, kind of quick here. But at least you can see what we were up against. But if I didn't use fight to the death, I'm still pondering if I would have won, and could I have went and fought another day, another row, or would I have lost? I don't know. So I always go with the sure thing. You know me. I'm gonna go with what I know and what I can see right in front of me. So here's some reports as basically as I went, and I really didn't put up or get a whole lot of resistance, honestly. I think one of the players that I hit had Swamp involved. I can't remember if that was this round or another, because I did when we did get into the top 32, because we went ahead and won. We made the top 32 cut. I went up and I cleared a row there, and I even went into the second row and hit 2 or 3 before somebody got me with Swamp, and then I was out. So I did pretty good in Brave Valley, and I wish I had the rest of the footage to show you guys, but as I've explained in previous videos, yeah, some was compromised and I lost a little bit here and there, but I was glad I was able to recover this, because you know, clearing a row in Brave Valley is pretty good feat, at least in my opinion anyway. So there were all the reports, as you could see. I know it was a little fast, but it kind of gave you an idea of what you know, what I went up against and how I was able to go through the row. As you see, you know, I run T12 Cav, T12 Angel, T12 Archer. That's it, straight line. And it worked out well. Now here is our defensive setup, and I just wanted to show all the people in LOC that were out there that joined, because we not only went into the top 32, we made the top 16, and unfortunately we were stopped there. But the amount of buffs and just being able to buy these battle items, it can put it out of reach unless you have a big time spending alliance. But here is a look at the formation that we used on defense, and also a big shout out to all these fine players that are in LOC. It's always a pleasure to play with them daily, and to get in the top 16 is a pretty big feat, if I must say so. But as always, if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.